thanks to David, you're probably going to live to a ripe old age. And you were going to have the finest doctors money can buy, I'm sure. But for heaven's sakes, Erica, even they can't perform miracles. I mean, given the severity of your injuries.
You know, you keep saying that. Have you seen what's under my bandages?
Well, have you, dear?
Well, of course not. I'm not permitted to. We can't risk infection.
Well, infection is the least of your concern. You know, this is really unconscionable. And I don't care what David says, because you deserve the truth. Everyone does. And I think it is an absolute crime that they're keeping it from you.
Keeping what from me?
I heard Dr. Weiss tell David that no one will be able to restore that beautiful face. The damage is too severe, and it's not reversible.
Get out of my chair.
Oh, how gallant. Hello, David.
Why are you here?
Out of concern, of course.
You don't expect me to believe that you're actually in emotional distress about Erica.
My concern is about you, dear. Do you remember the article you wrote for the New England Digest of Medicine?
I've written many articles for that publication.
Yes, and I've read many of your articles, too. But this one was about 6 years ago. You said that any doctor who became emotionally involved with his patient's recovery lost 40% of his effectiveness, or to some effect like that. Don't look so shocked, darling. I do read things other than the fashion magazines and the gossip columns. And I am your mother. I do keep up, which is exactly why I'm worried about you. Because you seem to have lost all sense of objectivity when it comes to Erica Kane. Now, something's going on.
If you're suggesting that I'm falling in love with Erica Kane, you're insane.
Oh, no, darling. No. I'm fully aware that you're loving anyone but yourself is, well, it's beyond your capacity. But my guess is that you're involved with something concerning Erica and the night of the accident. Am I right? Tell Mother.
At least you're consistent. This little tactic of yours, classic Vanessa. You always did resort to a strong attack as your first line of defense, especially when you did something unforgivable.
And what sin have I committed, in your estimation?
I distinctly gave orders that Erica was not to be told about the scarring of her face. Not only to you, but to everyone.
So, my cardinal sin was disobeying doctor's orders?
I warned you that the news could devastate Erica, and that it was in her best interest to find out about her face later.
Well, I'm disappointed in you, David. I thought you of all people would understand.
Understand what? That it was a harmless slip of the tongue?
On the contrary, I knew exactly what I was doing, and I did it for all the right reasons.
The right reasons? What reasons could you possibly have for shattering an innocent woman's life?
Oh, please, David. You can't really think that a woman as savvy as Erica Kane didn't know on some level that something was terribly wrong.
I intended to tell her when the time was right.
Well, of course. And that is about your control issue, isn't it? Is that why you let those batty friends go up and down the hallways acting like maids at some mad queen's tea party, declaring that red is white, up is down?
This was not a game, Vanessa. You could have done my patient severe emotional damage.
Well, you have done her more damage than I ever could have. And she wouldn't be your patient if you had not been driving like a bat out of hell through a blinding snowstorm. David, what were you thinking? What was so important that it couldn't wait?
Erica needed to get back for a television appearance.
You wouldn't go out of your way. You wouldn't jeopardize your own life in a blinding snowstorm, unless, of course, there was something in it for you. You're hiding something, David. What is it?
I've told you all you need to know, Vanessa.
But you are so wrong. You need me more than you realize, my dear. Which is why I am going to ignore your insufferable insults and help you in spite of yourself. And because I'm your mother. And despite everything in the past, I truly do love you.
I don't need anybody. Least of all you.
Famous last words. Do you happen to remember what your grandmother used to say when someone did her wrong? Never mind. They're going to need me before I need them.
Well, thank you very much for the family history lesson, Vanessa.
But we are family. And it's time we started acting like one. David, can't we forgive and forget and put all this in the past? And you know, it's also time you got over your father's pathetic and senseless death.
This has nothing to do with your careless interference with my patient.
David, please, can't we forgive and forget? Can't we get past this? Can't we start again?
Do you know what my father used to say about starting again?
No.
Oh, now why doesn't that surprise me? You never listened to a word he said.
All right, you're gonna let your stubbornness ruin our chances and your career?
My career is fine.
Your career is history. And your reputation, you're gonna be known as the man who ruined Erica Kane's life. Your skill, your hard work, David, your very careful networking. What, you're all gonna let it go up in a cloud of scandal?
I'll handle it.
You don't have to do it alone, David. Together, we can save your career, build a new life for ourselves. David, let's get past this, really. We've both done things we regret. Who in life hasn't?
Tell me something, Vanessa. What is in it for you?
You're my son. Your brilliant future is all I really care about, David. Let me help you. You know I can, and I will. David, you are exactly like me, and somewhere deep in your heart, you know that.
The only thing we have in common is DNA.
David, you get your DNA from me. Your father was recessive in every single way. Whose blood is coursing through your veins? You're AB positive, just like me.
I'd rather be related to a black widow spider. But then, I already am.
There's no talking to you when you get like this.
Good. There's the door.
Well, like they say, you're going to need me before I need you.
I have not needed you for years, Vanessa. And I guarantee you I never will. So why don't you leave Pine Valley? Do what you do best. Stay out of my life.
You were a cranky baby, too. And you know something? You may think you can hide the truth from me, but I don't think you're really that good at hiding it from yourself. We're not through. My guess is you're involved in something concerning Erica on the night of your accident. Am I right? What was so important that it couldn't wait?
In front of all those people. You want to tell Liza what Adam did in front of all those people.